Good day, everybody. Welcome back to Ultraflight America. Today, I want to talk about 6 categories of ultralights and why or why not we decided to consider them for this project. Some of them are kind of self-explanatory, some of them not so much, just because of the goals of the project. The first and most obvious type of ultralight out there is lighter than air. This includes very light dirigibles, rigid airships, and also light hot air balloons. They're weight restricted just like the rest of the Part 103 legal stuff, and we'll get into that in a different video. But they were not considered for this project because of the time-based thing, and you're kind of at the whim of the wind for the most part. There are restrictions to that. The second part is the unpowered gliders or sailplanes. We didn't consider those simply because we want to be able to take off and land quite a few times through the course of the endurance portion of this project. And paying for somebody to lift the plane every single time isn't something that we really wanted to deal with. The third type of ultralights are Rotocraft. This includes helicopters, gyrocopters, things like that. We put them out of contention just because of their, in general, price as well as difficulty for a novice person to build. Rotocraft require a lot of balance. They require things to be very, very tight. And in general, anytime you build a Rotocraft, you are exponentially increasing its cost for its weight. There are exceptions, but in general, we decided to steer clear of the Rotocraft because of these reasons. The next form of ultralight is a powered parachute or a powered glider. Powered gliders were considered, but powered parachutes were not. In general, a powered parachute is somebody hanging from a sport parachute with a backpack that's essentially an engine on it. We didn't put these into contention simply because we're going to need other things other than just the engine on our back. We'll need to carry things for the entire duration. Also, very few of them have as large of a fuel tank as what we were wanting, and their range is kind of limited because of their overall speed. The two most common types of ultralights are weight shift trikes and powered fixed wings. So by putting in the powered gliders, that could also be considered a powered fixed wing. And powered fixed wings kind of look like normal aircraft. They have a rudder, they have a stabilizer. Most of them will have ailerons. Some of them are what's called twist wing control. Trikes and weight shift, this is essentially a hang glider mounted to a 3-wheeled vehicle that you would sit in with a motor on the back of it. We actually put the weight shift and trikes out of contention simply because of the endurance requirements of what we're doing. Not for any other reason. The constant having to push, pull, and physically be in control of it, of the vehicle, without just being able to relax the entire time you're in the air. Because you have to fly it. You have to be on the controls. You have to do every little thing for a weight shift. And if you shift in your seat like this, that is going to affect its flight characteristics. So just because of the endurance portion, we didn't really consider too many of them. We looked at quite a few, but we didn't consider them. Powered fixed wing and powered gliders, this is the category that we kind of leaned towards, simply because, one, this is the category that most people think of when they think of an ultralight, Two, these vehicles can take off and land under their own power. They don't need somebody else's assistance. And that's kind of closer to what we were wanting. And then the other thing is that if you build everything right, you can even add trim tabs, things like that. There's a possibility that you could take your hands off of the controls and be able to fly completely. So these are the 6 types of ultralights, and why we didn't really consider some of them, and why we decided to go with the designs for the powered fixed wing or powered glider. There's a few other considerations that we had as well, but we knocked most of them out of the contention, and we're kind of sticking with these for the vehicles that are still in our plans. So until next time, learn, build, and fly.